Powered by the Montana Television Network. The 5:30 news continues on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
The road west out of Helena climbs to just over 6,300 feet and reaches what is now known as McDonald Pass. But the first road to bring travelers in and out of the Helena Valley was originally known by another name, the Frenchwoman's Road.
Tonight, MTN's Melissa Jensen shows us some hidden history that lies in plain sight.
It's hard to imagine now, but at one time, a road made its way through this beautiful expanse of land that lies at the top of McDonald Pass. The new territory of Montana needed roads back in the 1860s, but had no money to build them. So they licensed individuals to take on the task and in return allow them to charge a toll.
And in 1866, a little French-Canadian man named Constant Guillot decided he wanted to build a new road over the mountains to Helena. In 1867, the road actually opened. It went from about the junction of Mullen Pass Road over by Elliston all the way over this mountain down into the Helena Valley, and he could charge people for the use of that road.
John Axline says the road became one of the best-known pioneer roads of its time, certainly because it made travel through the area much easier. But that wasn't the only reason. There was also Constant Guillot's wife, known today only as the Frenchwoman.
She may have been around 30 years old. We really don't know much about her. We don't know what she looked like. There are no photos of her that we found. We don't even know what her first name was. But she ran the toll house on the west side of the divide. Everybody liked to stop at the old Frenchwoman's because she put on a good feed for the people who stopped to eat there. And if you wanted to spend the night, you could do that as well, and you slept on the floor.
But the Frenchwoman's story does not have a happy ending. Constant Guillot had a reputation for abusing his wife, and within years of the road opening, she was gone.
In 1868, a couple of men stopped to have a breakfast at the Frenchwoman's and found her dead. And she'd been murdered, and her gold dust had disappeared, and her husband disappeared along with it. So we don't know exactly if he's the one that killed her, which he probably was, but his disappearance was rather prudent on his part because the vigilantes were still active.
Popular in her day for providing safe passage, food, and rest for those who crossed her path, and 150 years later, the Frenchwoman's legacy lives on at the top of McDonald Pass. In Helena, Melissa Jensen, MTN News.
A lot of people really excited about all the rain we're getting. We'll take a closer look at the soggy forecast from meteorologist Russ Thomas.
It's a pretty remarkable turnaround. And later in sports, the Grizz are prepping for their first Big Sky Conference clash of the season. Mitch Schaefer has a preview a little later in sports.